The students in degree classes interested in the heat and thermodynamics, especially they are preparing for the degree 1 honors students and subsidiary students. It is a very important topic, important question generally asked. Now, in the series of thermal physics, the lectures online, I start with one very popular question, Weidmann-French law. In this law, there is a relation between thermal and electrical conductivity. As you know, the concept of thermal conductivity and electrical conductivity in early class of +2 levels. Here only we have to state their law, expressions, and how we do and deal for this. This law is stated as the ratio between thermal and electrical conductivities at a given temperature is same for all metals. It means that for any metal at a particular temperature, the thermal and electrical conductivities and their ratio will be same. And this can be mathematically written as K by sigma is equal to constant, where K is the thermal conductivity, sigma is the electrical conductivity of metals. And this law is named as Weidmann-French law. This law was later on extended by another scientist, Lorentz, and he observes that the ratio between thermal and electrical conductivities is proportional to absolute temperature T. That is, K by sigma T is equal to constant. It means this law is a temperature dependent law. And this law was explained by a scientist named Drude, and who applied the free electron gas model to explain the empirical law. In the metal, the electrons are free to move, and that comes from the outermost orbit of the atoms are weakly bound, so they are free to move. These free electrons in metal behave like gas molecules and in equilibrium with the atoms. Drude assumed that free electrons are responsible for both the thermal and electrical conductivities in metals. So the free electrons play a key role for analysis of thermal and electrical conductivity of metals. The drift velocity of these electrons in any direction under the influence of a potential difference constitute electrical conductivity. In the absence of an electrical, these electrons are assumed to possess the velocity of thermal agitation only. And the transfer of energy of thermal agitation in any direction is thermal conduction. It means that it is the basic point of kinetic theory of gases, and the molecules are compared to the free electrons, and they are responsible for thermal agitation, for taking the transfer of heat, that's thermal conductivity as well as electrical conductivity. Now, when an electric field is applied in a conducting material, the free electrons move in the opposite direction on field and produce an electric current. Let E be an electric field intensity. Then electron of charge E and mass m will experience a force EE and develops an acceleration F is equal to EE by m. So it is a very basic point, you know, P is equal to mf force is equal to mass into acceleration. So acceleration is equal to force by mass. So if we apply the electric field E, and so you get your force E by m. Now, since the molecules collide to each other, so it gives a free path, and average of whole free path that we know, that is called mean free path. And in this case, that we consider the lambda be the mean free path and v be the velocity of the electron at temperature T. The electron is accelerated between two collisions out of loses its velocity on collision with the atom. The time taken between two successive collisions is T is equal to lambda by v, where lambda is the mean free path, v is the velocity. Since initial velocity is supposed to be 0, so from basic formula from kinematics, v is equal to u plus ft. So final velocity is equal to ft is equal to lambda E by mv. So the mean velocity u is equal to lambda E. Lambda is mean free path, E is your electronic charge, capital E is the electric field, 2 m mass, v velocity. If we consider n be the number of collisions per unit volume, then number of electrons per unit area per second is Nu. Hence, the current per unit area is given by Neu, and this current is given by I. Now, from the standard definition, the electrical conductivity sigma per unit area per unit cross-sectional area is given by sigma is equal to I by E is equal to n lambda E square by 2 mv. From law of equipartition of energy, Drude assumed half mv square is equal to 3 kT by 2 and mv is equal to 3 kT by v. We get sigma is equal to n lambda E square by 6 mv. Thermal conductivity which arises due to thermal agitation conductor is given by K is equal to, that is a standard formula from transport phenomena, that we have got this formula, 1 by 3 mn v lambda du by dt by j, where j is the mechanical equivalent of heat and du change in internal energy and dt is the change in temperature. As you know, that's n be the number of electrons per unit volume, v is the drift velocity, lambda is the mean free path. From law of equipartition of energy, as we know, the energy is distributed in its degrees of freedom is equal to half kT. Since each electron considered as a 3 monoatomic system, so it has 3 degrees of freedom. So the law of equipartition of energy, U is equal to 3 by 2 kT. Now from this formula, that's we can write du by dt is equal to 3 by 2 k. K is the Boltzmann constant. And thermal conductivity K is equal to mv lambda k by 2j, j mechanical equivalent of it, k Boltzmann constant, and so from 6 and 7 that we get k by sigma t is equal to 3 by j k by e whole square is equal to constant. And this law is extended from of Weidmann-French law. This equation was experimentally tested by Jaeger, Dieselhorst and Lees, found that good for pure metals at ordinary temperatures but decreases at lower temperature. Thank you.